Hey, give it up for Al, everybody. What a great host. What an amazing host. And I was like, Al, there's no parking here. He was like, if you park in San Ysidro, you can take the trolley. What a long walk, but I'm glad to be here with you guys. It's not too bad here. I like this neighborhood. There's no crackheads. That's nice. In my neighborhood, there's a lot of crackheads. And I recently got checked for calling someone a crackhead because, hey, it's 2024. You can't be calling people that. You got to call them by their woke term. Veterans. Of the war on drugs. Have a heart. Glad to be with you guys. My name is Ryan. I don't think my parents really thought that out when they named me. Anyone here a parent? Yeah, you are. What'd you name your kid? Do you have a son?
No, daughter.
Oh, daughter doesn't count. You have a son, what'd you name him? Jorge, okay, that's a strong Latino name. Jorge, George. You don't mess with the George. George of the jungle, that's strong, it's fuerte. Ryan is a soft name. And I'll tell you why I know this, because nothing cool rhymes with Ryan. Growing up, I got my first gray hair at 14. You know what they called me in middle school? Dying Ryan. Dying Ryan. It was such an insult to my pride, I wanted to show all the kids that I was tough. So the next year, freshman year of high school, I had to audition for the football team. So, I rehearsed for like 2 weeks straight for the part of the quarterback, rehearsing in the mirror. I was like, I got the moves, okay. I show up, that the day of, I get my best Bobby Boucher jersey. I put on my finest black leather gloves. I punched a girl on the way to school, like Ray Rice, my favorite linebacker at the time, and I got to the tryout. I took my first snap as a quarterback. Now, they tackled me so hard for the entirety of high school, I was known as Crying Ryan. I recently went to my 30-year, I'm sorry, I'm not that old. I went to my 20-year reunion, and they're like, you still do your little comedy? You still trying Ryan? Trying Ryan. I can't win, dude. My last name's no better, Radusinovic. That just sounds nasty. It sounds like radish spinach dip. That sounds like a disgusting recipe. My last name is so I got. Yeah, dude. Oh my God, I wish my parents would have thought it out. It could have been Jorge Radusinovic. I'm glad to be here, man. I'm from Downey. It's a small city in a suburb of LA. And they say that you don't choose the city chooses you. So this is what a Downey face looks like. Sad. Originally, I grew up in the South. I grew up in a small town in Louisiana. And I gotta say, I don't like to hear you people from California say the word y'all. I'm sorry, you can say the word y'all. But everybody else, no. Don't say that's our word. You gotta look at your cousin in a special kind of way to say that word, if you know what I mean. You gotta wink at a cousin at least one family reunion to say y'all, okay? I don't like it, man. I think Californians could learn a lot from Southerners, though, because we got manners, dude. We call people sir, we call people ma'am, we say please, we say thank you, and if you don't say those things as a kid, you get smacked. And I will say this, beating your kids works. You hit little Jorge with the chancla at least once. The belt, the chancla, the plancha, dude, everything. And all the weapons, dude. Kitchens, oh yeah, she's the abuser, dude. She didn't learn it from you, the mother. You owe her for therapy. Are you her mom? Oh, okay, you're a friend, I'm sorry. My bad, okay, I'll walk that back. You don't look that, y'all look young. I look older than you look, let's be real. But yeah, I will say, we got manners, okay? And if I'm gonna impart you guys with any piece of knowledge before I get into my dirty jokes, beat your kids. Beat your kids. Because my best friend growing up got hit with the metal side of the belt. He is now a doctor at the USC School of Medicine. I got put on timeout. I am now here with all of you at a coffee shop performing stand-up comedy. I'm not a politically correct guy. I say some stuff that gets me in trouble. I got a negative review as a passenger from my Uber driver. Did you know that's a thing? I didn't know. They won't pick you up. No Uber driver will pick me up in this, especially in this part of town. And I'll tell you why. My Uber driver pulled up, and it was a man in ladies' clothes. And I'm a comedian. So I had to say something. I was like, what are you supposed to be? A drag racer? She cut me off so fast, she was like, no, asshole. I'm the transporter. Should have known she was driving a crossover. Stupid. I don't know social cues. I'm from the South. It's black and white over there. We don't know stuff. I recently met my first little person. I'm sorry, I was about to say the M word. I had to stop myself. I was like, no. Don't worry, I don't say little person. So when you meet a little person, there's things you need to know. Like when you go in for the handshake, it's not like a regular handshake. I met him, he was a comic. I went in for the handshake, paper over rock. You know how embarrassing that was? He's like, unhand me, you fool. And he's like, when you meet a little person, you do this. You slide it and you pound it. I was like, okay, I got this. Slide it and pound it, that's easy. So, my bad, dude, I respect you. So we start hanging out, and he starts smoking me out with this weed that he grew under the tree that he lives in. He's like, get this Keither Kush, fool. I was like, ooh. I got so high, I became left-handed. That's how high I was. It was incredible. And so we're hanging out, I start pouring shots at him. I'm like, yeah, drink another shot. I didn't realize, that they don't have the same tolerance. So we're getting all messed up, and at the end of the night, it's time to say goodbye. And I'm like, okay, I got this. Slide, pound. Kiss on the forehead, pat on the butt, tickle, tickle, tickle. And he was like, he went along with it. He's like, you're pretty cool, man. Like, can you give me a ride? And without even thinking, I dropped down. I was like, hop on my back, little man, I got you. I'll take you to safety. And he's like, put me down. Give me a real ride. So we're drunk, right? We're leaving the comedy club. And I make a wrong turn down a one-way. Yeah, and I got lit up by the cops immediately. I was like, oh shit, where are they? I pulled over to the left. That's not the right side to pull over. Okay? And I get nervous, and I'm like shaking, and the cop knocks on my window. License and registration. And I'm like, oh no, what do I do? I handed him my Costco card. I'm like, here you go, platinum member, sir. Step out of the vehicle. I was like, oh no. He puts me in handcuffs immediately. And I've never been in handcuffs before. Because I'm a Southern gentleman, right? And you've been in handcuffs before, lady? Only the fuzzy kind? These were fuzzy, they hurt. So I had to adjust myself. Yo, that cop tased the shit out of me. I hit the ground, and when I woke back up, he's like, put your arms back over your head, demon boy. I was like, oh. And he slammed me on the curb, and he goes up to my friend, and he's like, do you know why I pulled you over? And my friend's like, 'cause we're cute. Oh no, we're going to jail. They're gonna have a little cell for you. They're gonna put you in a little dog kennel. I'm gonna be in the big house. The cop's like, oh, your friend thinks he's a magician. And my boy's like, actually, officer, we're comedians. I'm like, oh, stop talking. And the cop's like, oh yeah? Tell me a joke, funny man. And my friend, without hesitating, goes, officer, why can't you masturbate with this finger? And the cop's like, I don't know, why not? He goes, 'cause it's mine, you sicko. You can't have it. That cop walked up to me, and he unlocked my handcuffs. And here I stand before you, a free man. Yeah. Because he kept my friend. He's like, I want to see what that finger do. Come on, be a little man. I have haven't seen him since. Oh man, from Downey, it's a very Hispanic neighborhood. I'm dating a Latina right now. Yeah, give it up for me. Yeah. Domestic violence survivor. She doesn't hit me in the face. The police told her anything below the neck is okay. But I put up with it because the food is incredible. Let me tell you, my girl cooks. She made me this cake called tres leches cake. And it was so good, I forgot what leche meant. I was like, baby, this is delicious. What's in this? She goes, 3 different types of milk. I said, baby, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't handle uno leche. And, my stomach started hurting, and I was treated later that night to what the Mexicans call tres chorros. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's 3 different types of diarrhea. It was red, it was green. There was an eagle fighting a snake on a cactus. It was painful, but it was worth it. The food, it was worth every penny. You guys really need to rename that cake. It's be called Tres Putazos cake. Right in the stomach. Yeah, the abuse doesn't end there, though. You know, I feel like there's the abuse from her and then the psychological abuse from her family. Okay, that's the men, they won't hit you, but they'll make you think they're gonna hit you, right? Because every time I go to like shake hands with her dad, he like squeezes it extra tight, he pulls me in close, he goes, "What's up, mandilon?" And at first I was like, baby, how does he know I love Star Wars? I'm the Mandalorian. And I looked it up on Google. It means whipped. That's messed up, dude. I put up with it, I love her. And recently we went on our very first vacation to Cancun. And yeah, Cancun. Who's been to Cancun? Hey, incredible place, right? The beaches, the food, the hotels. But tell me this, why do they put all the American hotels on a street that no American can pronounce? Avenida Cuculcán. Right? I can say that. I've been practicing for like 3 months. Okay? Because I was in Mexico and we were partying, we were drinking. I was like 12 tequilas deep, and my girl's like, "Get us a cab." And I was like, "Taxi, take me to Avenida Ku Klux Klan." He took me right to jail. Ay, no racismo aquí. Yeah, Mexico's fun. We met up with some good friends of mine who are from there. And they took me out for tacos, and they're like, "Ryan, they only make these tacos in Cancun." I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to try them." And we get there to the taquero, and the guy's like, "Ryan, hey, why don't you order for us?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, I hablo español, I got this. I took 3 years in Louisiana Spanish." Nintendo, mucho. So I walk up to the counter, I'm like, "Hey, compa. What type of tacos did you want?" And my boy's like, "Tacos de verga asada." Oh, that's not on the menu. He's like, "Don't worry, it's on the secret menu." Okay, secret menu, just like in and out. "Hey, compa, un orden tacos de verga asada. Con todo." That guy looked at me like I was crazy. "Mande? ¿Qué quiere?" I was like, "Tacos de verga asada. Sabroso." He went to the kitchen, he was like, "Hey, Juan, él quiere verga asada." Man, Juan came out the kitchen, all 300 pounds of him, and he showed me verga asada. I've been ordering it ever since. Delicious, con crema y todo. So inappropriate. It's a very cultured joke. I'm not a real Cajun or a real Southerner. My family's actually from a small country called Montenegro. It's in Eastern Europe, and that makes me a mountain man. Come on. Saw some racist wheels spinning. You're like, "Is he gonna say it?" I'm not gonna say it. My dad, he doesn't understand stand-up. He doesn't get it. He's like, "Ryan, tell me your funniest joke." I said, "Dad, I used to make love to a lot of big women. He goes, that is not a joke. That is accomplishment. You're a good man. You're a good man. Man, I can't take you anywhere. I'm like, the joke goes, I made love to so many big girls, I got diagnosed with hepatitis. He's like, get out of my house. You're too old to live here. Get out. In our culture, we love big woman. We take Hippocratic oath. I am a real comedian. Nobody went to med school, okay. It's a medical joke. Yeah, I mean, I like big girls, don't get me wrong, but I just can't afford to date them, okay? Let's be real, they want to order stuff like appetizers, or fucking entrees. I can afford to take my girl to Costco, okay? That's what type of boyfriend I am, I'm frugal. I'm like, girl, you got whatever you want, as long as it has a toothpick on it, right? That's frugal. I'm smart, dude. I date petite women, okay? My woman is petite, she's small. Her ring size is 4. You can't find that at Macy's. No. And I was looking everywhere for size 4, so I went to where smart people go, the jewelry district, right? Where people with no credit go. And I go to the jewelry district and, Persian dude's behind the counter and he's like, oh, hello, welcome, come in. And I was like, do you have a size 4 engagement ring? He looked at me, he's like, oh, buddy, hey, buddy, in this country you cannot marry child. But come to the back, I make ring for you, I make ring. Oh yeah, I love my girl, man. I love my girl, she's great. Recently we got into role-playing. You guys know what role-playing is? I don't know it at first. I was like, hey, what's role-playing? She goes, that's when we do each other and pretend to be different people. I said, baby, I thought that's what we've been doing this whole time. I've been pretending to be rich and famous. I've been pretending to like me. Like, Ryan, why don't you just do me like a little green man? Like, that's weird. Little green man.
I got you, baby girl. You want some of Kermit? You want some of this Kermit the Frog? You want some of this Bobby? You want some of this...
She got into it too. She was like, oh, Kirby, slow down. And then I was like, ooh, the count will suck your toes. She was like, stop. Why don't you just do me like the president? I was like, baby, let's be real, dude. You're not young enough. I'm not old enough. But come here and let me smell your hair. That's okay, I'm about you harder than the economy, sweetheart. Come here. I'm gonna get you like Joe Biden on the stairs. Okay. All right, it's a pro-Biden crowd. Like, Joe Biden lays it down in the bedroom. Look at Jill. She looks tired all the time. That's why he can't talk, because he's just hitting it all day. I don't like when my girl makes me pick the characters, though. She's like, Ryan, I want you to do me like a big, strong football man. I'm like, a football man? She's like, yeah, your favorite football player, do me like him. I was like, okay, my favorite football player. So, I went into the closet to get on my old football uniform. Bobby Boucher jersey was ruined, but I still had the black leather gloves. I had the gloves on. I went into the garage to warm up, the white Bronco. And I came back to the bedroom, just stabbed her with my vergasada. She likes that, dude. She likes that. Oh man, like I said earlier, I love to smoke weed, but I can't smoke this new weed, dude. There's this new thing called a Jeter. And I don't know if it's named after Derek Jeter, the player, because he's like half black, half white. Like when you hit this, you will forget colors. Like you will see in black and white. I hit this once, I started calling my friends young blood. You know you're high when you start calling your friends young blood. I took a second hit and I found myself in a McDonald's. And I looked at the menu and I ordered and the food came and it looked disgusting. And I don't know what came over me, but I was like, excuse me, sir, do you call this a Big Mac? Back in my day, a Big Mac had 2 all-beef patties, lettuce, cheese, special sauce on a sesame seed bun. What kind of shit is this? Have you ever been so high you became Bernie Mac? That's how high I was. Because he was like, sir, that's a McDouble. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. Take that shit back before I smack the shit out you. And before you get worried, I never use these powers for evil, okay? Only for good. I only use my black voice when bill collectors call my house. Okay? Who's just playing on my phone? Who's playing on my phone? I'll smack your ass. Oh man, you guys have been great. You guys can call me Ryan Radusinovic, Ryan Rad, son of a bitch, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me Russian. Because I take my time. Hello. Thank you guys. Thank you, Comedy Heights. Get up for yourself. Get up for your host, Al Coffee. I'm selling merch in the back after the show. See you guys.